my command.
The president also said the evacuations of Americans and Afghans from Kabul will continue. The U.S. has flown out more than 100,000 people so far.
Well, all this leaves many here in Colorado wondering what will happen to loved ones that are still in Afghanistan and that are still trying to get out. Sean Boyd joins us now to talk more about this. And Sean, you talked to a man here worried about his family.
And with good reason, Karen. He says the Taliban is looking for him. He's among thousands of Afghans who worked for the U.S. military and are now on the Taliban's hit list. While he got out, many others are trapped. Tonight, two Colorado congressmen, a Republican and Democrat, are calling on the president to keep troops in Afghanistan as long as it takes to get those Afghans and Americans out.
You listen to the news, you know about my country.
Barilai Rahimi mourns what he calls the death of his country. He left Afghanistan for Colorado 3 years ago, leaving behind family who are now in danger, he says, because of him and his work for the U.S. military.
This is the second time the Taliban gone to my house. They're searching. I'm lucky to come here, but I'm worried about my family there.
Including his nephew, who he says also worked for the U.S. and is in hiding. The bombings worsening his chances of escape. He's among thousands of Afghans who served our country and are now trapped. Congressman Ken Buck says the president needs to send in more troops.
We have to make sure that we expand our perimeter around the airport. We have to make sure that there are safe zones that allow people who want to get to the airport to get to the airport.
Both Buck and Congressman Jason Crow say the president should abandon his August 31st deadline to pull out.
The mission is this: get U.S. citizens out who want to leave and get our Afghan partners out who want to leave. I don't see a path to accomplishing that between now and the end of the month.
Rahami worries, too, that many will be left behind.
All our people is worried about future. What happened to my future?
Rahimi among so many Afghans here in Colorado who still have family in the country. Every Colorado congressman I've talked to says they've received dozens, in some cases hundreds of calls from people who are trying to get family or friends out. Congressman Joe Neguse alone has 246 open cases. While the State Department says about 1,000 Americans are still in Afghanistan, Congressman Buck told me he believes there are far more, and it could take weeks or even months to get them out. Both Buck and Crow sit on the Intelligence Committee, but they have not yet heard whether any of those service members who were killed in the bombing